Hi, Mr. Israel Sanusi Olamilekan. It's a great day to have you here.
I'm honored to be here.
Looking across all your books, what central message or philosophy ties them together?
I used to say that I have a quote that I wrote a long time ago that it's central to all the books I've written, and that is I believe that when the mind is in order, everything in life comes into order. You know, the purpose of life, the creator of life, the creator of universe created human beings to sustain, not to destroy. So, and he gave us a mind, and that mind has power to do whatsoever, either positive or negative.
Okay.
It means when our mind is in order, even our society will automatically come into order. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. If you had to summarize the message of all your books in one sentence, what would it be?
That's, I'll say sustainability. Sustainability. The purpose of all the books I've written is to introduce more sustainability into our more society, especially in Africa.
Thank you very much. Okay, what is your favorite quote from your book? It's not God, it's you.
I have several quotes that I do have. I've written actually on "It is not God, it is you." But there's one of these quotes that I think I have it here. It says that there are things God will not do, but there's nothing He cannot do. There are things God will not do. God can do all things, but there are certain things that He will not do. Not just because He can't or He wouldn't, but He has given us the capability and the capacity to do it before. So God, I believe that God never intervened. He never intercede. And He never intercept into a matter. If He knows that what He created you to do, He has given you already. So the reason why God will intercede, intervene, and intercept into some matters is because He already knew you don't have the capability again to do it. Thank you.
Okay, that is a very beautiful one. What legacy do you hope It's Not God, It's You would leave?
Some days ago, I encountered a message. It was a post on social media, and somebody was saying there's no God. He was abusing God. He was saying all sorts of things. And I engaged myself in that comment. I realized that a lot of people doesn't understand what God must do and what they are meant to do. People mistake what God must do to what they are subjected to do. I believe that one of the problems we are facing in Africa is that we don't understand what we are created for.
Yeah.
We don't understand the responsibilities we need to take. And that is why instead of we building innovative companies, we are building churches. Even though we are supposed to serve God, even though we are supposed to glorify His name for giving us this beautiful universe, we also need to understand what God is meant to do for us. And that's why we mistake what God can do to what we must do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So I've seen a couple of people say we should go back to tradition, we should do this, we should do that. But is there anybody that can, even traditions also understand that there is one person that created us before tradition? And the purpose why God created every human is to function. And if we are to function for a purpose. The reason why we have a problem is because we pursue wrong purpose or we pursue other people's purpose. So when we pursue wrong purpose, we don't seem to be what God wants us to be like, because everybody is equipped with what they need to accomplish their purpose. And that's why I told you the other time. I said, God gave us what we need. He didn't give us what we want. So it is what we need that we use to create what we want. Like the phone we are using every day, there's resources they use to create. He created those resources. He gave us those resources for free. So there was a day I was thinking, what if there's no water on earth? Everywhere is going to be smelly. Because have you ever imagined it? So sometimes I think that the problem we are facing is that we don't understand who God is. We don't understand what He is meant to do for us and what He's not supposed to do. So God can do all things, but there are certain things He will not do. Thank you.
For that bold and brilliant response. Let us switch to another beautiful title that you've written.
Okay.
The Power of Transition.
Wow.
What do you hope the book, The Power of Transition, would change in lives of those who read it?
The motivation of the Power of Transition came because I realized that the majority of people believe that the people that fail, all the people that fail, they fail because they are failures. But I believe there are certain people that fail, not because they are willing to fail. It is because they are subjected to some certain factors. And those factors have become disadvantages. I believe that it is not only success story we should learn from. We can also learn a lot from failures, because there are great people who fail not because they wanted to fail or they didn't try, but they failed because the disadvantages was too much for them to survive. So the purpose of this book is for people to know that there are so many things to learn from people who fail than people who succeed. So this book is going to make you understand, like I talked about destiny transitions and the stage transition. I believe that there are some transitioning in life that is not divine. It was not part of our purpose. And that is stage transition. So we can use Nigeria as an example. There are so many things going on in Nigeria. There are so many things that is causing disadvantages. There are so many ability, talent, gifts that is falling today. Not because they didn't try, but because the factors in that society is subjecting them from succeeding. Thank you.
When people look back on your body of work, as amongst all the beautiful books you've written, when they look back on it years from now, what do you hope they will say your books help them become?
I've received reviews mostly from outside the country, because there's an agenda, there's a crisis in our own society where we find out that majority of our youths do not believe in reading anymore. But there's a quote that woke me up reading, and that quote was said by one of my mentors. He said, "A leader today, a reader today, a leader tomorrow. If you read, you will lead. Nobody leads without reading. It is reading that transmits you to leading." So we need information to perform in every field of our sphere. So I believe that it has really helped a lot of my books have helped a lot of people, like the Pin Code. The Pin Code, I was so amazed to see one of the reviews saying that someone was saying they have read so many leadership books, but this one is solving the problem from the scratch. And I was really amazed, and I was really happy with the review. I believe if people in our society can read the Pin Code and other books, they'll be able to drop more reviews. I can't actually tell them what to I believe that they need to read the book first before they can decide on how it has impacted them. But for now, I believe it has impacted a lot of people, and I've received review from so many society. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Israel, for trying to play your part in making the world a better place. We hope to see you soon and have you here some other time to discuss the other books you've written. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I'd like to introduce my new book, which is The Architecture of Influence. The Architecture of Influence. This book is a powerful book. Influence can be shaping your life. It can be shaping your destiny, and you will not know. Influence can bring you down for the rest of your generations, and you will not know. Just get this book, and you'll be happy you will see how transformed you will become. Not only you, but your generations. And then I have this fictional book. It's called The Warning. So there's a Yoruba saying that says that ìgbọràn sí ìkìlọ̀ ó dára ju ẹbọ lọ. Obedience to warning is better than sacrifice. So I urge people to also buy this, so that I believe that, because I believe the greatest tragedy in life is not the pain, we suffer, but be discovering that all could have been avoided. So I believe if you can avoid mistakes, if you can avoid some certain warning, then it will be easier for you to triumph in life. And then I have this also, The Divine Key, also a beautiful book. And the law of first intention. The law of first intention. This law says that seeing the last thing first. Seeing the last thing first. If you want to determine an ending, you have to look at the intention from the beginning. The reason why we are using our phone today is because the person that created the phone, the intention was to make the world be what we have today. And that is what we are seeing. So if you have failure in your life, then it means that somebody somewhere, there was an intention. You didn't plan it well. So everything that happens in the end start from the beginning. Thank you. And then I think I talk about the pin code also. This pin code is going to shape your life. It's for children also. It's for teachers. It's for mentors. It's for government officials. It's for anybody that seek to become a leader. And we are talking about ethical leadership. So you can also use, there are some framework in this book that grooms your children from the beginning. It triumphs there, and they will become a flying eagle. So I have the power of collective mindset. The power of collective mindset is one of the things that the Westerners use. They come together to create. The TV, the appliances, they come together in one accord. The Bible said they came in one accord. So it is called the collective mindset. So it is what we come together in accord. The quality of our mind is the determinant of the result we receive. So if we come together, like my team, the way we come together, we talk, we plan. That is why we are getting the result we are getting today. So if we are planning for worse, then we will see worse. And the reason, one of the problems with leadership in Africa is because we don't have quality collective mindset. Thank you.